Hey, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing okay. A couple of days ago, Mulbah Morlu addressed the nation regarding his upcoming December 17th protest, right? And you know what that means for us. It means, another reaction. So I want us to listen to exactly what he said, and then I will try to react to some of the things that I agree with and disagree with, because again, you have to understand that he is a very polarizing figure. He makes a lot of statements that are somewhat outlandish, at least in my opinion. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into it.
Let's confront the hard truth unfolding right before our eyes. The United Party today hosted a scam fundraising rally named and styled UP Homecoming Program. It follows the party's declared nationwide fundraising campaign to build a modernized party headquarters in Monrovia and new offices across the country in Liberia. From rough estimates, the program was held with approximately 2,000 to 3,000 people in attendance. Of that number, allegations abound that hundreds of thousands of US dollars might have been used to pay hungry citizens to turn out. Citizens made hungry by the
That right there is my first problem. He said that approximately 2 to 3 thousand people turn out for the December 6th, how they call it, fundraising program by the Unity Party. I don't know if you guys seen any pictures or any videos. Like the place was really really jammed up. That was way more than 3,000 people. That is number one. But it doesn't matter, man. For me, I don't care how many people turn out anyway. The second problem with that statement is that he's saying also approximately hundreds of thousands. That's not even approximately, because that it can be 200,000, it can be 700,000. It's hundreds of thousands. He said that hundreds of thousands of dollars were used to bring those people to turn out. I'm saying, like, think about it. To use hundreds of thousands of dollars and only 3,000 people turn out? How are you going to pay or use hundreds of thousands of dollars and only 3,000 people turn out? I'm saying those numbers are very, very inflated. The other one is deflated 100% to say that 3,000 people turn out. If I watched some of the videos, that was way over. I'm talking about at least 10,000 people. It can be, 3,000 people. And who is going to pay hundreds of thousands of hundreds of thousands of United States dollars for 3,000 people to turn out? This is the leading party in Liberia right now. They don't even have to pay any money, and thousands of people will turn out, right? And if your claim is true to say that they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for people to turn out, trust me, the whole country would have turned out. So I'm just saying my opinion, right? My opinion.
credible evidence shows that public money was funneled into this political partisan pipeline. What they call fundraising increasingly looks like a coordinated raid on the national treasury. While millions of Liberians battle hunger, disease, and a collapsing healthcare system, this government of President Joseph Boakai is obsessed with extravagance, private jets, multi-million dollar villas, celebrations funded by resources meant to save lives have been redirected and rerouted to the benefit of the oligarchs and state actors.
Right there. He says some that I have problem with, but he also says some that I agree with. The private jet part. I've talked about this just a couple of days ago. You know, Liberia is a poor country, one of the poorest in Africa. We cannot be one of the poorest country in Africa, but at the same time, um, our president is riding private jet from, one conference or one summit to the next. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it has been a little while. I haven't seen him taking any private jet anywhere. Even he attended the midday summit in Morocco. He used a commercial flight. But all of a sudden, to Nigeria and Ivory Coast, the last two trips, international trip that he took, it was all, used during, a private jet, right? And that is a problem. It's a huge question mark. You can't be doing that. It's not a good thing. 100%. A poor country and the leader is using a private jet to be going for meeting and, how they call it, conferences and, how they call it, locations. It's not good at all. It's not a good look. 100%. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. There is no explanation out of that. But again, you're talking about, again, these numbers, like, public funds were funneled to how do you call it, to sponsor or to finance the fundraising program that happened a couple of days ago. Where are the evidence for those things? I mean, it's easy to just put out, information to say that, yeah, so and so money was used. Even the millions of dollar villa that is being built in Foya, does it have a question mark on it? Absolutely, 100%, right? I've always been asking that question. But people say it's a $10 million, villa. Where are you guys getting this information from? You know what I mean? Like, you can just put out information there without any type of evidence, any type of backing. If you want me to jump on your bandwagon to start singing the same song you're singing, give me a reason to jump on it. To give me a reason to believe what you are saying. You're just putting numbers out there. Yes, the building construction is going on there in Foya, 100%. But we don't know for sure. There is no actual evidence as to what is this building, who is building this building, how much is the worth of this building, and do we deserve answers to those questions? Absolutely. I'm not saying that you should answer those questions. I'm saying that the government should answer those questions. The president should answer those questions. Because if people are accusing you broad daylight like this, you can't just keep quiet. And none of those construction ever happened in Foya for a century. Since Labrador, Ben Labrador, up until you become president, and we know this is where you are from. All of a sudden, you have this huge investment happening there. Answer the question like, what is going on? You can't just keep quiet when people are accusing you of, taking government money, stealing government money, tens of millions of dollars and putting it into a construction in your hometown, and you're not making any statement. It's a problem. But you're the one also that doing the accusation, like Mulbah Morlu now, saying that, that government money, they're taking our money and putting it into construction building in their hometowns. Where are your evidence for those? You are just making accusations, right? Like me, I'm asking the president, answer the question, what is this building? Who is building this building? Where's the money coming from? Answer those questions, right? I have problem with it. Without any answers, I have problem with it. But I'm not here saying that, that government money they take, that $10 of million worth of building. I'm not getting no evidence for those accusations. So I can't just go ahead and start making accusations, right? We have heard a lot of numbers being called so far in this address. And most of these numbers, they are either, exaggeratingly deflated or exaggeratingly inflated. Everything is just way off the mark. You know what I mean? And no evidence at all. Just outlandish, accusations and claims. But yeah, let's continue.
The contrast is offensive, and the anger in the streets, the counties, and districts is justified. And the allegations keep piling up. We are now hearing that $3.2 million has already been stolen and will be used to build the United Party's Monrovia headquarters.
That is exactly one of the things I was talking about. We are now hearing that $3.2 million have already been stolen and it will be used to build the United Party new headquarters. We are now hearing from who? What is this? I mean, who is the source of that information? Where did you get that information from? Where are the evidence? You can't just put out the kind of hellable something outside without any type of evidence, any type of backing. And the common librarian man today, especially a librarian man who is very, very party oriented, will get an information like this, knowing that they love Mulbah Morlu and they follow him and they will just pick it up and that will be their reality. Oh, you not see the government feeling stealing, you not hearing it all, you blind, you not even know what is going on. The government feeling stealing $3.2 million. That they're going to use it. Where is the evidence? When you see things like this, have paperwork, have proof. You are now hearing from who? Who say that? Where do you get it from?